Did a photo shoot with Justin Bieber, and he was 16 years old. I've never said anything crazy that was a good idea. I don't know how old I was, and it was like, can be toxic on what you're gonna do. Talking bad about, my kids' grandmother, aunt. They had like 5 Lamborghinis and home, and they'd all be gone. Harder to leave than it is to stay. We are so close.
You won't believe what just went down. Kim Kardashian sat down on Call Her Daddy, and wow, she didn't hold back for a second. She spilled about everything from Kanye to co-parenting struggles, and even her rocky bond with Kourtney. And get this, she dropped hints about her exes too. She even touched on that wild photo shoot with Justin Bieber that had people talking non-stop. Plus, she cleared the air about Travis Barker mentioning her in his book. Yeah, she went there. Kim was open, raw, and surprisingly real in this interview. And fans can't stop dissecting every word she said. When it came to Kanye West, Kim didn't shy away from the messy truth. Everyone's seen their relationship unfold in the spotlight. Their breakup, Kanye's public rants, and that drama about being kept from a birthday party. Kim finally gave her side, saying she truly tried to be there for him through everything. In this interview, she opened up about how hard it was to walk away from that love story, knowing how much it hurt not only her, but also her family. She confessed that seeing Kanye talk badly about them was one of the toughest parts of the entire ordeal. It's emotional, raw, and people online are absolutely losing it over what she said. Kim really opened up about what it was like living with all that chaos. She talked about the total lack of stability when she was with Kanye, how he'd blast private stuff online for everyone to see and constantly butt heads with her mom. She said he'd even make huge financial moves without saying a word to her first, leaving her completely blindsided. Then she got real about co-parenting. Kim revealed that she actually has the kids full-time, but she made it super clear. She never keeps them from seeing their dad. In fact, she pushes for them to have that bond because she knows how important it is. She grew up with a strong relationship with her own dad, and she remembers how well her parents co-parented, so she wants that same kind of balance for her kids. But the internet sees it differently, right? Kanye's posts make it sound like she's blocking him out, and Kim said straight up, that's not true. When asked when he last reached out to see the kids, she admitted it had been months. That honesty hit hard. She also shared that when her kids feel disappointed or confused, she just reminds them that their dad lives a very different kind of life. She's doing her best to keep their world steady, keeping them on schedule, giving them normal routines, and protecting their peace. And of course, she shut down that old birthday party drama once and for all. Remember when Kanye claimed he wasn't invited? Kim explained it was because he'd already said he was throwing his own party. She wanted everyone to know she's not the villain in that story. People have had mixed feelings about Kim Kardashian for years, but when it comes to her situation with Kanye, most actually give her credit. Even her biggest critics admit she's handled that whole roller coaster with strength and patience. It's one part of her life where the public genuinely seems to feel for her because the chaos she's faced has been non-stop.
Proved this, and I don't know who thought that this was normal, this narrative, but I did a photo shoot with Justin Bieber, and he was 16 years old, and I don't know how old I was, and it was like a play. And I'm like, that's the one thing that I feel like, who thought that that was a good idea?
But Kim didn't shy away from the backlash she gets as a mom either. She addressed all the noise surrounding North, especially when people online claimed she was dressing too grown. That viral moment blew up when North was seen wearing a corset-style top, and some fans thought she even got a piercing that didn't sit right with them. Kim clapped back calmly, saying she's just doing her best to guide her daughter through the preteen stage, and she wishes people would give her some grace while she figures it out. She's clearly aware of what people say online about North being a problem child or not listening to her, and she thinks that reputation mostly comes from how it's shown on the Kardashians. Kim hinted that the way producers frame certain scenes and how she shares glimpses on social media creates that image, but it's not the full picture.
I must have been 30 years old. Thing ever weird was obviously happening, and I just think that was like an odd concept, and why none of us thought that that was odd. I've never really done anything to be canceled. I stand by everything that
She said straight up that North is actually a good kid and that she does listen to her. She just has a big personality. Then Kim switched gears and spoke about her relationship with Kourtney. She revealed that despite what fans might think, they're super close, even if viewers don't always see that side on the show. She admitted it kind of sucks that their bond isn't shown more, considering how much editing control they have. You'd think they could flip the story if they really wanted to, right? But maybe leaving some of that tension in helps keep the show spicy enough for people to keep watching. Still, Kim sounded genuinely frustrated, like she wishes people saw more of their real relationship instead of just the drama that makes it to TV. One of the most shocking parts of Kim's Call Her Daddy interview came when she opened up about that old photo shoot she did with Justin Bieber. No one saw this confession coming. Kim said that back then, she was still new to that massive level of fame, and the whole experience left her feeling super uneasy. She admitted that the big age gap between her and Justin made it feel completely off. She literally said it felt wrong, like she was doing something she shouldn't be doing. And the internet didn't hold back either. People instantly started calling her out, especially with all the recent conversations surrounding Diddy. Fans online were connecting dots, saying the Kardashians' closeness to Diddy made the whole situation feel even stranger. So when old photos of Kim and a very young Justin Bieber resurfaced, social media lit up with people asking, "What's the deal with that shoot?" And "Why were the Kardashians so into Justin back then?"
I've never said anything crazy. I wasn't paying attention to them. And I think when someone has like their first mental break, you know, you want to be super supportive and you want to help figure that out, and you want to
Some even questioned whether the whole thing was part of that weird Hollywood culture everyone's been side-eyeing lately. Kim explained in the interview that looking back now, she can totally see how strange that shoot really was. She said she doesn't get how no one around her at the time thought it was odd. It was just treated like a normal gig. Kim made it clear, she definitely thinks it's weird now. She admitted that it makes her uncomfortable even remembering how that was pitched to her as a fun idea. But at the time, everyone around her just went along with it. The biggest buzz came from how she spoke about Kanye. Viewers couldn't believe how calm and respectful she stayed while discussing someone who's thrown her name around in so much drama. Many online said she handled that with pure class, while others argued that Kim was still holding back and not giving the whole truth. Either way, it had everyone talking nonstop. The Justin Bieber confession also set the internet on fire. People dug up old photos, old interviews, and started connecting all kinds of Hollywood dots.
Really get into that with them and be there for them when someone isn't willing to make changes that I think would be super healthy and beneficial. It makes it really hard to continue on in a relationship that can be toxic. And that, I think that of kids, it's definitely harder to leave than it is to stay.
Some said they respected Kim for admitting how weird it felt in hindsight, while others couldn't help side-eyeing the whole situation, saying it aged even worse than people remembered. The timing, with everyone already discussing Diddy, just made it explode even more. And then there was the topic of her kids. Tons of parents online actually backed Kim up, saying she's doing the best she can under a massive spotlight. Others still think North's style choices are too much for her age, but most agreed Kim shouldn't be mom-shamed for it. The debate was intense. People were arguing in the comments for days. What really got people emotional, though, was seeing Kim admit that she sometimes feels misunderstood, even after all these years in the public eye. That one clip of her saying she just wants peace and stability for her family hit millions of views in hours. Love her or not, Kim managed to get everyone talking again. And this time, it's about way more than just fame or fashion. Right after Kim's interview blew up, the celebrity world jumped in. Because Hollywood can't stay quiet when something this big drops. From reality stars to musicians to influencers, everyone had something to say. Some celebs were sending love, calling Kim brave for being that open about her personal life.
And it changes everyone's life and forever, So you really have to take your time and wait and see if there'll be changes. But once you get to a place where you feel like not gonna change or get better, then you have to make some serious choices.
Others, though, threw subtle shade online, hinting that she might be using vulnerability as a way to control the narrative again. It got messy fast. Insiders say the interview also made waves in the entertainment industry. Producers, PR reps, and even brand partners were reportedly stunned by how open Kim was. Some thought it was genius, like she's reclaiming her image and reminding everyone she's more than a headline. Others worried it might stir up old controversies that the Kardashians have worked hard to move past. And of course, social media detectives are now convinced this whole thing could be setting up a storyline for the next season of the Kardashians. Fans think the family might lean into the drama, turning Kim's viral interview into the next big chapter for the show. Either way, Kim's managed to do it again, get the entire internet and half of Hollywood talking about her. Now that the dust is settling, fans have started breaking down every single thing Kim said and comparing it to Kanye's past statements. The internet's basically split into two camps, Team Kim and Team Yeah. Some people are saying this interview finally proves how much she had to deal with behind closed doors, while others are pulling up old clips of Kanye, arguing that his side deserves to be heard too. It's turned into a full-on social media showdown. Fans are stitching videos, matching timelines, and pointing out contradictions between what Kim shared and what Kanye has said in interviews, songs, and online posts over the years. Some users even posted side-by-side edits showing the same events from both their perspectives, trying to figure out who's telling the real story. It's wild. But then there's another side. Fans who think both Kim and Kanye are playing into the media cycle for attention. Some are convinced it's all calculated, especially since every headline about them seems to boost the buzz around their names again. Even so, people can't stop talking about how different they've become. Kim's all about control and calm energy, while Kanye's still unpredictable and bold. At the end of the day, this interview didn't just spark gossip. It reignited one of the biggest celebrity conversations of the decade.
And that's like a really hard reality to face, you know? Feeling of like someone being like maybe talking bad about, you know, my kids' grandmother, aunts, like all of those. Yeah.
Fans are analyzing body language, tone, and every hidden meaning behind her words. Whether you think she's genuine or strategic, one thing's for sure. Kim Kardashian knows exactly how to keep the world watching, and this latest move proves she's still playing the fame game better than anyone else. After all the chaos and buzz, one big question is floating around. How will Kim's Call Her Daddy interview affect the Kardashians and her image moving forward? Because let's be real, whenever Kim talks, the world listens, and the numbers don't lie. Since the interview dropped, search trends for her name have skyrocketed, and fans are already guessing which parts of it might show up on the next season of the show. Industry insiders are saying this could be a turning point for Kim's brand. She's shifting from being the polished reality star to someone a bit more human, more vulnerable, more open, and less curated. Viewers are eating it up. Some even think this is the most relatable she's been in years. Others believe it's a power move, like she's reinventing herself again right before our eyes. Streaming execs are reportedly thrilled too. They know this kind of buzz drives ratings, and Kim's honesty has sparked massive curiosity about what's next for her family. People want to see if she'll address more of these topics on camera, or if she'll keep some things private this time. Either way, it's great publicity for the Kardashians, and Hulu is probably smiling from ear to ear. But not everyone's buying it. Critics say it's just another PR play, that Kim's mastered the art of making vulnerability part of her business model. Still, even the skeptics can't deny she knows how to keep the spotlight exactly where she wants it. Every quote, every confession, it's all perfectly timed. No matter what side you're on, it's clear Kim's latest interview has shifted her narrative. She's no longer just the influencer mogul or Kanye's ex. She's stepping into a new era of raw honesty and emotional control. And love her or not, Kim Kardashian has once again proven she's the queen of turning controversy into conversation, and conversation into gold. Kim's Call Her Daddy interview didn't just shake up her own world. It's starting to ripple through all of celebrity culture. Since it aired, other stars have begun dropping hints that they're ready to get real too. It's like Kim just set a new standard for how celebrities handle their image. Less PR polish, more raw honesty. Fans are calling it the Kim effect. Entertainment outlets are also catching on. Reporters and podcast hosts are digging deeper, asking bolder questions, hoping to catch those Kim-level viral confessions. It's changing how celebrity interviews even work. Viewers now expect depth, truth, and a touch of drama. People want to feel something, not just hear another scripted answer, and Kim basically kicked that door wide open. Meanwhile, social media is in full debate mode about whether this new wave of celebrity vulnerability is genuine or just another marketing trick. Some fans say Kim's setting a healthy example, showing that fame doesn't mean perfection, and that it's okay to talk about mistakes. Others argue that it's all too polished to be real, that every tear and pause is perfectly timed for views. Still, one thing is certain, Kim Kardashian just shifted the game again. She's not just part of the conversation, she is the conversation.
On what you're gonna do. I had like 5 Lamborghinis and I'd come home and they'd all be gone. And we've always been so close.
The entertainment world is taking notes, the public can't look away, and now everyone's trying to figure out how to capture even a fraction of that spotlight she commands so effortlessly. Kim didn't just do an interview, she sparked a whole new era of celebrity storytelling. Now that Kim's Call Her Daddy interview has completely taken over the internet, everyone's wondering how this new wave of honesty could reshape her empire. Because let's not forget, Kim Kardashian isn't just a reality star, she's a full-blown business mogul. From Skims to her beauty line to her law journey, every move she makes turns into a global headline. And this new, raw and real version of Kim might just be her smartest rebrand yet. Industry experts are already saying this interview gave her image a major refresh. She's coming across less like a polished billionaire and more like a woman who's lived, learned, and leveled up. That kind of authenticity connects with people, and that's exactly what keeps brands thriving. Skims sales reportedly spiked after the interview aired. Fans said they felt more connected to her story, not just her products. Her legal path could also benefit. Kim's been serious about her criminal justice work, and this interview helped humanize her again, reminding people she's not just about fame, but about purpose. The timing couldn't be better since she's rumored to be launching more projects tied to social causes. Showing vulnerability made her look grounded, determined, and relatable, something money alone can't buy. Still, not everyone's convinced. Critics say this new Kim might be too calculated, that she's blending emotion with marketing too smoothly. But honestly, that's what she's always done best. Kim's entire brand is about evolution. She knows when to switch lanes and how to do it before anyone else even realizes there's a turn coming. What's wild is how this one interview managed to boost sympathy, curiosity, and brand power all at once. Whether she planned it or not, Kim Kardashian has once again proven she's not just playing the game, she's running it. Every tear, every quote, every headline, it all works in her favor. And now, the world's watching to see what she'll do next, because whatever Kim touches next, you know it's going to make noise. Of course, you can't talk about Kim's big interview without wondering, what does the rest of the Kardashian crew think about all this? Because when one of them makes a move this huge, it's never just personal, it's family business. And you already know Kris Jenner, the ultimate momager, is somewhere smiling and planning her next move. Rumor has it the family's already filming new material for the Kardashians, and this interview might be a major storyline. Viewers might get to see what went on behind the scenes. Kris guiding Kim through the media chaos, Khloe offering emotional support, and maybe even a reaction from Kourtney about how everything played out. Fans are dying to see if the show will actually address it all or just tease it for more drama. The rest of the sisters have kept pretty quiet publicly, but the silence speaks volumes. Khloe's liking supportive posts about Kim, Kylie's staying low-key, and Kourtney's lack of response is already sparking new fan theories about tension again. The family knows exactly how to keep people guessing, and that mystery keeps them relevant. At this point, it's clear. Every move Kim makes, the whole family feels it. Kris Jenner is probably already turning this interview into the next big chapter of their empire. Love them or not, the Kardashians have mastered one thing: turning real life into entertainment gold. Maybe she wanted to quietly address the situation before others dragged it back into the spotlight again. It felt like she was defending herself without really defending herself, you know? Like she just wanted to acknowledge it and move on. She even admitted that back in those early fame days, she was willing to do just about anything to get noticed, and that she didn't really push back against what people told her to do. Looking back now, she said it feels weird and uncomfortable, and honestly, it's refreshing that she can even admit that. But now I really want to hear from you. What do you think about everything Kim revealed? From her thoughts on Kanye, parenting, and Kourtney, to finally addressing that old photo shoot with Justin? Was she being real or just trying to clear her name before anyone else could? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment so we can keep breaking down these wild celebrity stories together. Love you all so much, and I'll catch you in the next video.